children. Today we are here to listen very nice and interesting story, The Boy Who Broke the Bank. It is a very interesting story. A well-known proverb in Marathi, we all know, a lie can run around the world before the truth has got its boot on. अफवा या खूप लवकर एका ठिकाणाहून दुसऱ्या ठिकाणी पसरत असतात. सत्य तयार होईपर्यंत खोटं गावभर फिरून आलेलं असतं असं म्हटलं जातं. आणि मग rumors spread everywhere. Rumors are spread that the illiterate people, the people who didn't have good wish for others, the people who always try to other people mischief maker, the peoples who pass their time, the peoples who just do the things for their enjoyment. So these people always try to spread the rumors everywhere. And in our course book also, on page number 47, we can see some chit chat activities. The first one, how can you decide whether some news is a fact or fake? So it's very easy. We have to find out if it is reliable, if it is believable, it has some rational explanation, if it stands to your reason, if it has some facts, it has some proof, then we are going to believe it. The common sense can lead us to fact. So easily, we don't have to believe on such things. So again, the second question is, who do you think are responsible for spreading such kind of fake news? The fake news are spread by some loafer people, idle people, mischief makers, false news, passing time. The people spread such kind of news only for their enjoyment. Some people spread this news to take some revenges. Okay. And are you going to believe on such rumors? No, we don't have to believe on such kind of rumors. As we know, the whole atmosphere is becoming very frightening today because of the pandemic situation of coronavirus. The various rumors are spreading here and there. So we don't have to believe on such rumors. We have to keep ourselves from coronavirus by the whatever the suggestions we are given by the doctors and by the well-known personalities. So in our course book page number 47, there are some facts and rumors. We can easily do the activity. Do this activity regarding to facts and rumors. These are very simple. So just we are going to see now the Ruskin Bond. We can see here a picture of Ruskin Bond, the writer of this story. Ruskin Bond, born 1934. He was Indian but British descent writer. He lived in Mussoorie, where the adopted Indian family lived there. He had a lot of contribution in children's literature. Our trees still grow in India. And for that book, 1942, he got the Sahitya Akademi Award. Later on, he got Padma Shri in 1999 and Padma Bhushan in 2014. I am very glad to tell you that I had a great opportunity to have the glimpse of this famous writer, Ruskin Bond, when I was there in Sikkim International Conference, which was based on the children's literature. And there, I got an opportunity to meet with this great personality. So, of this great personality, here is a very interesting and very nice lesson we are going to learn here. The first one we can see, this is the story of sweeper boy. His name was Nathu. And Nathu used to work as a sweeper boy in the People Nagar Bank. The owner of the People Nagar Bank is Seth Govindram. And when the Nathu was doing the work of sweeping, he was little bit annoyed on himself. So he was doing his work carelessly. And because of his careless work, what happened? The dust goes up and then again comes down. And at the same time, who was passing thereby? We can see in the picture, there is a picture of Sitaram. Sitaram, the son of washerman. What he was carrying? He was carrying a bundle of clothes. And as the Nathu was not doing his work properly, the dust was spreading here and there, and it affects on Sitaram's cloth. So Sitaram asked you, don't spread such kind of dust. Will your bank is not going to increase your payment by 2 rupees? Now, after listening to this news, Nathu became very nervous. Increasing 2 rupees my salary? They didn't give me salary for this particular month. Today is 28th of this month, and still the bank did not give me the salary of this month. As soon as I get my salary, I'm going to leave this job. And Nathu showed his annoyance by his broom and pan. Okay, said Sitaram. If I find any job for you, I will definitely help you with this job. And then Sitaram decided to give an opportunity to Nathu by finding him any other job, and took his old clothes, and Sitaram went away. As Sitaram was distributing the clothes to one then another house, he went to the fourth house, and in the fourth house he met Mrs. Sitaram. Now Mrs. Sitaram was a lady who was going to shopping, and at the same time Sitaram went there, and he told Mrs. Srivastav that he had a friend who is in search of job, because Sitaram knew Mrs. Srivastav wanted a sweeper boy. And when Sitaram told Mrs. Srivastav that his friend is ready to work as a sweeper boy, Mrs. Srivastav was very much pleased. But she asked, why did he is leaving his job? He is leaving his job because the bank did not pay him for this particular month. Today is 20th date, and still the bank had not given him any kind of payment. Oh, is that so? Mrs. Srivastav asked. Maybe bank is lack of money. And Mrs. Srivastav give some instructions to Aya and went to shopping. Where did she went to shopping? She went to the shopping at People Nagar market. And the People Nagar market was near by the trees. And we can see a big tamarind tree there. And where Mrs. Srivastav was fanning herself. There she met Mrs. Srivastav met their Mrs. Bhushan, who were good friends. And the two ladies started speaking regarding to the atmosphere. They thought the atmosphere on that particular month was very, very hot. That was the hottest day of People Nagar's history. Then they spoke here and there, and at last Mrs. Srivastav gave information to Mrs. Bhushan that the bank is on the verge of collapse. She asked, why? Because the bank didn't have money to pay its employees. Today is the 20th of day, and still the sweeperman of the bank didn't get any kind of salary. Mrs. Bhushan asked, is that so? Today is 20th, and still the bank did not give a salary to its employee. Maybe the bank is lack of money. Maybe the bank owner had some big problems with the bank. And now Mrs. Bhushan had a great news. She wanted to tell the news to her husband. So she hurriedly went to the husband. As the two ladies, Mrs. Bhushan and Mrs. Srivastav, talked to each other regarding to the financial condition of the bank. And now Mrs. Bhushan went to Mr. Bhushan. Mr. Bhushan was there in the photography shop. He was sitting with his friend Kamal Kishore. And as Mrs. Bhushan went there, Mrs. Bhushan told Mr. Bhushan that the bank is on the verge of collapse. Why? Mr. Bhushan asked. The bank didn't have enough money. The bank had not given the salary of its employee. Today is the 20th of the day, and still the bank did not give the payment to the employee. Mr. Bhushan asked, is that so? Then we have to tell the news to the Kamal Kishore, the owner of the photography shop. he told Mr. Kamal Kishore, listen Kamal Kishore, the bank didn't have that kind of money. The bank is on the verge of collapse. Mr. Kamal Kishore told him, no, I didn't have any kind of account in the bank, but my friend Deep Chand had. And so he told his friend Deep Chand, listen. His friend Deep Chand was a barber. He was cutting the hairs of a person, customer. And when he heard the news, he was shocked. And he was so shocked that he made a cut to the customer because of the shocking news. What was that shocking news? That the bank didn't have enough money. The bank is on the verge of collapse, as the bank didn't have money to give the salary of its employee. And the customer also very much shocked. And the customer shocked, and it was nicked to the customer's beard. And though it was nicked, the customer stood up and customer started running. As the customer had this shocking news, the customer also started running from that place. Where was the customer running? The customer ran to a telephone and he tried to have a phone call to Seth Govindram. That means that customer had a plenty of money into the bank. He tried his best to dial the number of Govindram. Who was the Seth Govindram? Seth Govindram was the owner of the bank. The customer tried to phone, but he didn't get the phone of Seth Govindram. He got the information that Seth Govindram is on the holiday. He is holidaying in Kashmir. That news also shocked the customer. The customer again came to the Deep Chand and told him, the bird has flown. The Seth Govindram had already left the city. He had gone to Kashmir and enjoying his holidays. That means he had gathered a lot of money from the bank and now he had escaped from the city. That news also shocked everyone, that Seth Govindram is not in the city. Oh, that was a very shocking news. And the news spread here and there in the market that Seth Govindram not in the city and the bank had lack of money. The bank even didn't pay the salary of the customer. It surprised everyone. Everyone was very much discussing with each other. Listen, the bank is on the verge of collapse. The people didn't have such kind of crisis because the People Nagar was a very small village. They didn't have earthquake or any flood or any natural calamity. That was the first natural calamity the People Nagar people had. And the People Nagar people started guessing that Seth Govindram had left the state. Someone said, no. Seth Govindram had left the country. Someone said, no, Seth Govindram hanged himself. Someone said, no, taking all the money, Seth Govindram absconded. Someone said, no, he is in the city, hiding somewhere. Some people said, no, Seth Govindram, it is in the bank. So plenty of people started speaking with each other that what happened with the bank? The bank is on the verge of collapse. Then the very unusual news the people heard that there was we can see the old beggar there, Ganpat, who is having a stick in his hand. The Ganpat was handicapped person. No one had seen him to walk on his foot. But as soon as the news spread into the market, the Ganpat stood up and started running towards the bank. Then the people realized that the beggar Ganpat had a lot of money in the bank. And the news spread like a fire into the village. And everyone ran towards the bank. And everyone started demanding money to the manager. But manager didn't have that kind of current money because it was a small bank. The manager tried to tell him that there is no any problem of money for the bank. You can come tomorrow and take the money. But the customers were not in the mood to listen. They again phoned to the Govindram. The manager himself phoned to the Govindram. But the Govindram was not in coverage. He was out of coverage. And it was not possible for the manager to make avail the money from the nearby bank because there was no any nearby bank. The bank was far away and it was not possible to take all the money within some time. So the manager pleaded everyone, so please give me some time. I will give you money. But No, people were not in mood to listen. Give us money right now, right now, right now. And the people whose account was not in the bank started throwing the stones on the bank. And someone throw the stones, and everyone started throwing the stones on the bank, and bank was broken at last. The manager was in very dilemma. He did everything he could, but the people were not in mood to listen. Everyone was asking the money, give us money, give us money, give our money. And what could the manager do? Some hooligans people, some naughty people, some halogens people came there and started throwing the stones on the bank, and the bank was broken. The next day, when again Nathu was there to sweep the bank, what did he see? There were plenty of glasses spread here and there. The rubbish was spread here and there. So he thought himself, the people were not ready to give me my payment. And now what they have done? They have increased my work. What a rubbish here and there, spread here and there. And he was very much disappointed to see all the dust there, here and there, the places of glasses here and there. So he started cleaning all these things. At the same time, Sitaram came there. And Sitaram told him, oh, what are you doing? Cleaning the bank? Don't you know? The bank has broken. The bank is on the verge of collapse. The bank is bankrupt. Sitaram said, how did it become? Yesterday it was good. Sitaram informed Nathu that yesterday the people came there to ask for the money as the bank was on the bankrupt, bank was on the verge of collapse, the manager was unable to pay the money, and people have thrown the stones on the bank and bank is broken. Now it was shocked for Sitaram. These people didn't have give me payment for this month, and now the bank has broken. Oh, it's a very bad thing. And Sitaram sit there on the step of the bank, and he told himself, I will not leave the bank today until I get my payment. And he decided to meet the manager and ask for all his payment. Okay. So, see all the boys. एक छोटीशी अफवा किती मोठं स्वरूप धारण करते की बिचारा सीतारामला पगार बँकेने दिला नाही. कदाचित सीतारामचं काम चांगलं नसेल, कदाचित सीतारामला पगाराला उशीर झाला असेल, कदाचित अन्य काही अडचणी असतील बँकेच्या, आणि म्हणून एका माणसाला पेमेंट वेळेवर केलं नाही. याचा अर्थ काय काढला त्यांनी? सीतारामनी सांगितलं, नाथूनी सांगितलं सीतारामला की मला पगार मिळाला नाही. सीताराम सांगतोय मिसेस श्रीवास्तवला की बघा कर्मचाऱ्याला पगार मिळाला नाही, याचा अर्थ बँकेकडे पैसाच नाहीये, बँक बुडणार आहे. श्रीवास्तव ती न्यूज सांगतायत त्यांच्या मैत्रीण भूषणला. काय सांगतायत की बँक बुडण्याच्या मार्गावर आहे, पैसाच नाही. मिसेस भूषण टू मिस्टर भूषण, मिस्टर भूषण टू कमल किशोर, कमल किशोर टू दीपचंद, दीपचंद टू कस्टमर, and customer to everywhere in the village. And what is the result? The people came to know that there is a lack of fund in the bank is on the bankrupt, and they throw the stones to the bank and bank was broken. छोट्याशा अफवेचा परिणाम किती मोठा होऊ शकतो याचं एक सुंदर उदाहरण आपण या द बॉय हू ब्रोक द बँक या पाठातून पाहिलेलं आहे. मला वाटतं हा पाठ तुम्हाला नक्कीच समजलेला असेल. याच्यावरचं जे वर्कशॉप आहे ते नक्कीच सोडवा. या वर्कशॉपवरचा एक व्हिडिओ उद्या तुम्हाला मी पाठवेन. आज थांबूयात आपण इथंच. धन्यवाद.